Hello, guys, and welcome back for another math lesson with Mr. Hopkins. Today we're moving on. We're still factoring trinomials. However, I'm going to show you that we can use our calculators and use the graph to help us factor. But at any rate, you can still go back and just factor it like we normally do. So it says factor each of the following trinomials using a graph. I still feel that it's real quick and easy to go ahead and factor this right away if there's no leading coefficient other than 1. X goes in the middle, just like before. We find factors of the last term that add to get the middle term. So factors of 54 that add to get 3. I can use my calculator like I did yesterday, or in the previous lesson, excuse me. Remember, you go to y equals, you type in negative 54 divided by x, and then we went to second graph. That's the table. And these are all the factors of 54. That way I don't have to think about it. I don't forget any. And what I'm looking for is two numbers that add to get 3 or negative 3, because I can always switch the signs with each number. So I found it right here. 6 and negative 9 will give me negative 3. So these are the factors right here. Positive 6, negative 9. They multiply to get negative 54. And the same two numbers add to get negative 3, the number in the middle. So those are the factors. So when it says, let's factor the trinomials using a graph, if I go to y equals and I type in the same equation, excuse me, trinomial, x is right here, the xt theta n, so x squared minus 3x minus 54. Now, if I go to my graph, if I hit graph, there's the picture of my graph, and you can see that it will cross. I'm not sure if it'll let me write on this, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at negative 6. It's not letting me write. So negative 6 on the left side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the right side. It crosses at negative 6 and positive 9, which is the opposite of what we have here. And that's because they took it one step further that we don't know yet. So if it crosses at negative 6 and positive 9, when you put your answers in parentheses, just change those signs. But that's using your graph. We're going to just use day 2 of practice, and we can learn however we want. Use your calculator or factor it like we know how. So let's get started again. Number 2. Change the color of my pen. There's not a leading coefficient other than 1. So I want factors of 48 that add to get 19. I know them, but it's not easy finding all the factors of 48 for some of us. So let's go ahead and use our calculator. Remember I said go to y equals. Take that last term, 48, divide it by x, and go to our table, second graph. We're looking for two numbers that add to get positive 19. And right there, 3 and 16. Positive 3, positive 6, positive 16, positive 3. They add to get 19, they multiply to get 48. Okay, the next one. X squared plus 5x minus 50. Factors of 50 that add to get 5. We're looking for 5. Right there, 10 and 5, they multiply to get 50, and I can either add and subtract them to get positive 5. So we're going to say positive 10 minus 5. They give me positive 5, and they multiply to get negative 50. Moving on. Maybe. Factors of 12 that had to get negative 1. So there's a negative 1 right here. We'll always use our calculator. Some of these are getting a little bit easy, I hope, for you. Negative 12 divided by x. We're looking for negative 1. And 3 and negative 4. They add to get negative 1. They multiply to get negative 12. Okay, let's see if you can do the next 5 for extra practice. Good luck. And again, if you have any questions, reach out. Try to use your calculator, at least for the table. If not, graph them and see where they cross the x-axis. Good luck.